out of the box, boy.
Hello YouTube, cheers and welcome to The Basement. My name is Bruce Lively.
Once again, and I'm D-Boy Slim.
And The Basement Debates is the first exclusive hip-hop debate format. We tackle the most intriguing topics in hip-hop culture and the world around it. So welcome back, Basement family. I know you guys probably just saw week 1 of the Fantasy Rap League Battle Royale. Yes, and it's dope. I hope you guys are enjoying that series. You may have forgotten, though, that this channel started with The Basement Debates with D-Boy Slim. And we're back.
We back in there.
Period.
Keeping up with the battles and your smacks and your URLs lately?
Oh, yeah. We're going to have to talk about Arsenal.
It's definitely going down. I think that happens this weekend, too. It's definitely going down.
We'll do a preview of it. This happens this weekend?
I think so.
We might have to talk about it after it happens then. Either way, you guys are watching this, and today we're on Tekashi 6ix9ine. The long-awaited one.
Big topic of conversation amongst hip-hop and fans alike.
People have been asking, where's the Basement Debates? Well, how come y'all not talking about 6ix9ine? All of that. The question is, though, can this man still maintain a career in rap music after snitching? After the compromising videos? I'll let you talk about that.
Told him after New York.
That being said, Lego. We back.
Have to light up for this one.
Oh man, I'm gonna go a little bit off script, man, because
A lot of telling going on, man.
I'm gonna let you talk about it more.
Sure.
As I've been studying up on the Tech 9s and the Chino XLs, as I've been studying up on the Lupes and the Busters for this rap league, I think I may have missed a few things, man. Please bring us up to speed before we answer this question. Can he come back? What's this video about?
With what?
Tekashi getting drug out the car.
Oh,
and now we see the video that surfaced.
I'm not sure about where the
short synopsis,
where the footage was released from, or who released the footage, or even who recorded the video. But there is a video of the kidnapping. If you guys remember or been following this whole Tekashi fiasco the last year or so since he's gotten locked up, and even before that, you may recall maybe a month or so, or two maybe, before the feds chimed in and saved his life, he got kidnapped and beat up and robbed by his own gang. As we know now, these were dudes that he dealt with on an everyday basis and he knew full well. But yeah, you may recall that, it was because people were thinking that it was a hoax, he was set up, or they pulled it as a publicity stunt or whatever, but no, it was a real kidnapping and robbery. It does so happen that it was an inside job, it was dudes that knew him, but it just because of, what's the word again, dissension inside of his inner circle, that this was going on. And basically it just comes from the kid was being extorted. I mean, he's dealing with older gang members that's well versed in
gorillas.
Yeah, and, he was being extorted.
Wolves.
But there is footage of them actually throwing them in the car, whatever. The driver driving off, calling the police. First trying to follow them for some unknown reason, but after that, pulling off and finding a cop and telling the cop what was going on or whatever. Like, there's footage of all of this. I have to believe, in my own opinion, that the feds have, this is all evidence that the feds was gathering before they went ahead and made, handed out indictments and whatnot. So, which is why we're just seeing it now after, the trial has began and this, that, and the third. But, yeah, there's real life within the spooky, because at the end of the day, you realize that this guy, he was a kid, man.
Just a kid. And that brings
And I'm not making excuses for him. I my sympathy doesn't really extend too far for him at all. But, he was a kid. I mean,
well, it brings up two things. One we'll talk about, the other we won't. I'm just going to mention that I understand a little bit about gang culture, but I also understand it may have changed in my old age. But the one thing that usually doesn't happen is something without a sign-off.
Mm-hmm.
Violence without a sign-off, without authorization. Someone like Shotty, for instance, has to say it's okay to do this. It's okay to commit violence, okay to commit something, because there's a hierarchy, and there's also a reason for that. The reason is, if you get authorization from somebody, it also means you have the backing in case you get caught. It also means that the rest of the gang knows how to approach the situation if you get caught, knows what to hide, knows when it's going to happen, so they have alibis. There's a reason for authorization. Things just don't happen willy-nilly like that, from what I remember. Things may be different now, like you said it's changed in Chicago, it might change in New York. But we'll stop there. I'll let you guys think about that. But what the real point is, he's a kid. And that goes to the heart of the question. Can he come back and make a career in hip-hop or just music? Yes, he can. He's a kid. He's young. And these kids don't care.
Does have youth on the side.
These kids don't care. My first bit of evidence I'm going to do from my side of this debate is simply, we now live in a 24-hour news cycle. That means when Donald Trump sells us out to the Russians, it only takes 24 hours before something else happens and you forget. Period. When Parkland shooting and kids get shot at a high school, it only takes 24 things are every 24 hours CNN is on, every 24 hours MSNBC is on. Likewise, all the hip hop channels on the internet. We don't live in a time where something used to happen and it would be the story of the day and continue the next day. Every 24 hours it changes. And that's the lifestyle, that's the mindset that the young people live in. I promise you, you give this a couple weeks, couple months after it's all said and done, if he just stays quiet long enough and then comes back with a different color hairstyle, he'll have followers and he'll be able to make money.
Let me just give a couple of points why I would say it's damn near slim to none, or damn near would be impossible for him to just insert himself right back into the rap industry like that. And I say industry, rap industry, hip hop, I'm quite sure hip hop, the culture, will not embrace him any further, which to me now nobody ever looked at him as an authentic MC or conventional hip hop artist anyway, but so he was a sideshow from the get-go at best, but now he'll really have to either join Ringling, Barnum and Bailey, Ringling Brothers, or hang it up, because and let me just point out a few facts real quick. One, as we know, the drama that surrounds him and his name and what he's done and continues to do as this trial unfolds with all the people that he's now testified against or whatever. Not only would, people that's next to him, people that's working with him, people that love him, family members would have to fear their safety. But also, I'm not sure that venues and big time, these places and locations and big time venues will take the risk in booking you and for these shows with the fear of that violence and drama surrounding you and your name. I'm not sure it's that big of a draw or that big of a deal for them to take that risk, a la what we seen Hot 97 do for the Summer Jam.
I was just going to say, but when we had that discussion, think about it, when we had the discussion, your boy Ebro was like, nah, we're not having Tekashi here because we're not going with the foolishness.
Right.
Your side of the debate had value. You said it was the hottest rapper in New York. How could you not do that? You know what happens? Galvanized his people. And what I'm saying is, when this guy comes out, his family is already, worried about what's going to happen to them. He's snitching. And that's all he has to do is stay alive long enough.
They didn't let him in the venue, and that's when he had the Bloods behind him.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, all of those things, when you're the bad guy, the guys who like you will always like you. It doesn't really matter what he does. As long as he stays alive long enough, the people that like him are gonna support him.
That's gonna take that risk.
They already did that, though, is what I'm saying, and he still got bigger. We have the worldwide internet at our fingertips. You don't really need a venue like that to make a lot of money. The dude can make money right here.
Right where?
Right on the internet. He can make money advertising.
He can make too. I was always taught and said that the rappers make their money doing their shows and touring or whatever the case.
Yeah, times have changed, and he can go overseas and not worry about a thing. 2-3 years at a time.
It may be his only,
his hair looks like my Pink Floyd shirt.
And the Shotty just did an interview recently, and it's funny enough, he said the same exact thing. He said he may be able to go overseas and make a couple of dollars, but that's about it, because I don't see it. You do a show in LA, all the big demographic where you would make your money at, it's problematic, to say the least.
Yeah, until you get to Australia and they love you. The underground scene in Australia loves people like him.
Show in Cali, show in Vegas, show in Texas, show in Chicago, show in New York. You can't.
3 years overseas, he comes back a big superstar, man. Where everybody talks about his recovery and what he did to change his life.
But he's done what he's done. I'm not here to judge that, but I don't think he can recover from that. Like I said, not doing hip hop. Like if he is in a rock metal band or whatever, like in a different setting or whatever,
if he tours with Post Malone,
he may be
is
able
it hip hop still
to be successful or whatever.
That's hip hop.
Not that, but yeah,
yeah,
maybe. But then, like I said, then again, it doesn't matter what he dresses it up as, because he won't be able to do shows here in America like that. It's not, like I said, it's problematic to say the least. Like he refused the witness protection program, so obviously he feels that he can pay for 24-hour protection at all times, and that, like I said, man, God bless. But
I think the wrap up is, in my case.
You can be an internet rapper these days. There's options.
In my case, you don't have to necessarily play the garden to make a lot of money as a rapper.
There's lanes these days for it.
And everybody loves a redemption story. In a year or two, after playing around overseas, Australia, Europe, all over the place, in Germany, keeping his money, making hits, he can come back here, and the 24-hour news cycle will have gobbled up all the bad stuff and waiting for a new thing to spit out. That's my wrap up.
I think it's done. At best, like I said, he'll be one of those dudes. They'd be like, you remember this guy, Tekashi, whatever, with the funny hair. He does rock metal now with the rock band or whatever. You might see him in Europe or something like that. And I think it would be for considerably less than he used to make or whatever. If he's able to make substantial amount of money, like I said, I'll never hate on the next person, but I just think his rap career, as far as in America and the USA, it's over. That's about it.
Listen, y'all tell us what you think right down there. Who is this debate? Are we making sense? Or what do you guys think will happen? Let us know right there in the comments, because we do shout you out. We're just going to shout out. We got so many names. We're just going to shout them out unless you ask something that you want to see or you want to read. Coore Drums, you got a shout out, man. Appreciate you. Definitely. Coore Drums, Blood, Crips, and Essays, the web series. Y'all check them out. BG Method, y'all check him out. My Tribe TV, All Out Attack. Appreciate you too for being a part of the draft and everything. Grind Junkies, yo, check them out, man. Salute to you. ISO Lil Reno, y'all check them out. Ooh, MXXICVN, Fink. I wish I knew how to pronounce this stuff, but there you go. Check them out, bro. Supreme Earpods. Long live Nipsey. Yo, salute to that. Definitely. Supreme Earpods. Y'all check them out. Marianne Apagi. Please check her out. And last but not least, Fred Salvage. I'm sure we got a lot more comments to put, but we got a lot more shows coming and we'll get you in there. That's the shout outs for today. Y'all leave your comments down there. Tell us what this is, man. The Basement. We back.
It's the Basement.
Peace.
Summertime-ish. She got curves like a water slide. She get wet and get